Greetings, friends. We're excited to bring you a video update. Pardon us that it's ridiculously overdue. I know it's been, I think, 3.5, almost 4 months since our last video update for Aomori. But it's been a pretty gradual, slow, steady situation with her since the last major update, which is part of why we haven't done a lot. But we've had a major change in the last week or two that warrants an update
Yeah.
for sure. And also, it was a good reminder that
We're not finished.
we're not finished, and I think we had maybe some rose-colored glasses, not because of our own doing, but and no disrespect to Pittsburgh, by the way. So grateful for everything they've done for us. But we've got a little bit of rose-colored picture of what's required to get these contacts replaced and how they're covered. Guys,
Or the lack thereof.
insurance is broken. It just is.
Yeah.
It's covered slash not covered slash we're not sure what to do now, and some of that is because of the generosity of Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, but there's also a lot of miscommunication, and Sarah can unpack some of that for you. But the short story is we have had a new reality emerge about what it's going to cost to cover Aomori's contacts, what that could mean for us financially as a family, and also, frankly, what you can do to support if you feel so led. So I'll let Sarah explain a little bit more, and I'll chime in as it seems appropriate. Let's go ahead and start off with Aomori's diagnoses and where she's at with that and what's been going on.
Yep. So she was diagnosed back in August with the Nance Herren syndrome. If you want more information, I'll put a link to the video so you guys can check it out. It's a really super rare disorder that definitely explains the cataracts that she was born with. We're not exactly sure where she got it from. I was just tested as well to see if genetically she got it from me. And I do not have the genetic mutation in my DNA. So we're not exactly sure where she got it from or if it's just kind of its own mutation that started with her.
Because supposedly it's like infinitely impossible almost that it could have been from me.
Yeah, not very, very unlikely, I guess. So
call Dr. House. We've got a case for it.
Yeah. Well, we just don't have an explanation for where it came from so far. So we're continuing to make strides on that. It's kind of come to a small halt, but we will still pursue for the other two kids if they might have something going on as well. But in terms of Aomori, she does have the CMV. We don't know exactly when she contracted it, whether
what,
it was
what is that?
The cytomegalovirus, CMV, and so that we were really concerned about, that it was causing changes in her brain, some calcifications potentially, and some other delays and stuff. The MRI that she just had in October, at the end of October, was clean. They didn't notice anything that was abnormally wrong, which is good news. So praise God to that.
There.
Her hearing test was also normal, which is another huge praise. She has started to show some signs of hearing. The explanation thus far has been that because she was trying to grow in her gross motor skills for such a long time and that she was kind of maybe having some trouble doing that, that it took her longer to do the gross motor skills, and that's why her brain just sort of, it didn't necessarily turn off her hearing, but she didn't respond to noises. So because her brain was so focused on growing in those gross motor skills that it just sort of said, oh, well, I'm doing too much. I don't have time for this other thing. So at least that's kind of the explanation that I've gotten so far from our medical providers and our therapists. So she is in vision therapy, hearing therapy, and also starting physical therapy this Thursday. So you guys can definitely be in prayer for her in that. She's
What's the physical therapy for?
Yep, she's just saw the physical therapist for the first time a week ago, and he says that her hip muscles are very tight, and that's probably part of the cause why she cannot sit up correctly, or that she's not crawling yet. She's almost 9 months and is not really doing either. She kind of can sit up for a little while, but then she'll sort of plop right over. She's trying to crawl, but she's really not moving well. So, hopefully, some physical therapy can really help to kind of stretch those muscles out, and that it's not like an anatomical problem, but more of a muscle stretching issue, because we can fix that pretty easy. So, hopefully, you guys can pray for us for that, and for Aomori especially, because I've been told from a number of different people that having physical therapy on a baby, especially for their hips, is not exactly the most fun thing in the world. It's usually really uncomfortable and or painful. So just be in prayer for her Thursday afternoon, and kind of weekly as we go on from here. I'm not exactly sure what the physical therapist is going to want to do to see her regularly. I don't know what that looks like yet, so we'll have to wait till our appointment on Thursday to kind of give you an update more on that. But as of her contacts, and we kind of knew that this was probably going to happen. So she has started to become more aware of herself, um, with the ability to move more around. She sort of army crawls, and she can kind of roll over a lot both ways, which is awesome. But she's also more aware that she's probably got something in her eye. It's uncomfortable. The contact is really thick, and so she has started to rub her eyes. While in doing so, she can also rub them out, and they get lost. And they're clear and really quite small, so sometimes it's not easy to find them. So we are now in the ridiculous habit of checking her eyes like every single time we see her, because every single time we're looking into her eyes, we're wondering, did you rub out your contact while I was looking away or not? We don't know, but
And newsflash,
with their
yes, we're definitely
yeah,
aware that we should try to take some measures to put a barrier between her
yeah,
hands and her eyes. That's gonna happen. It's just a new problem that we've got to navigate, and
yeah,
also make sure that whatever we do is medically recommended for
yeah.
this kind of situation.
Yeah, we're totally new at this, guys, and we just don't even know like how to do this stuff yet. So, um, we've suggested to our providers kind of ideas that John and I have come up with to get her a set of glasses that have no prescription at all, that just are simply a barrier, just something that she has to get through to be able to even get to her eyes. More than likely, then I will see, oh, look, she doesn't have her glasses on. She's trying to get to her eyes. I put her glasses back on. It's a barrier. Um, We've also talked about maybe getting like a 50-50 prescription. So glasses at, a certain prescription, but then a contact to kind of supplement it. Or rather, the glasses will supplement the contacts, because the contacts really are necessary. And then, which isn't the most ideal, because if for some reason she was to lose the contacts, then the glasses aren't really going to do anything anyways, or at least not enough. We can also get her a set of glasses. They're going to be absolutely heavy and ridiculous and super thick because of the prescription that she's in. Her eyes have grown a little tiny bit. She just saw the ophthalmologist in our local area on Tuesday last week, and so now her prescription has went from a 32 to 27.5 for glasses, and 30 plus 30 for contacts. So it's gotten a little teeny tiny bit better, which is awesome. We love to see the progress, but it also means that we have to change your prescription. So as we change your prescription, that means we have to get new contacts. And to get new contacts, we have to go through the insurance company. Well, the insurance company at this point has deemed that her diagnosis of aphakia, which means that she doesn't have the lenses in her eyes at all, is not significant enough for them to cover the contacts in full. Why? I have no idea, because I've been told by a number of different providers that she's had that this is absolutely ridiculous and that she's blind without contacts and that she needs to have her contacts. So please, 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 if nothing else, be in prayer for us to try and figure this out for our daughter. She lost one of her contacts and I absolutely couldn't find it the Thursday before Thanksgiving. So it's been a little over a week now, like a week and a half almost. And then last night, she just lost her other one. So she now literally has no contacts. We have no glasses. We have nothing. She's completely blind until we are able to get a new set of contacts from our ophthalmology team. They are currently working on it. We don't know what the timeline looks like. Working on it. Yeah, I know. It's kind of silly. But just please be in prayer for her. Aomori's definitely aware that she is unable to see. Her nystagmus is really coming back. And it's just really hard to watch because she cannot see and she's trying so hard to like look around. She knows what she should be seeing now that she's had the ability to see with her contacts and her sight has been, getting exponentially better as we are working on it. But now she can't see all of a sudden and she's kind of really scared about like her surroundings and like she's really unhappy a lot of the time it seems and really hard to console sometimes. So just be in prayer for John and I as we kind of walk through this situation and for Aomori especially because she's the one going through it and it's really hard for her. I couldn't imagine not being able to see and really having no way to communicate that to somebody. I know she's trying to communicate, but we have our hands tied pretty indefinitely. So um, even if we don't go through the insurance company and just pay for the contacts outright, they still have to get ordered, and it takes about a week and a half or so to get them ordered.
$700 a pair.
They're still $700 a pair. $350 each for each single contact. They're really not giving us any sort of a discount or anything for any reason, which I don't necessarily expect a discount. But it would be really nice.
You pay me the cash price, baby. Like that's a real thing.
It would be really nice if our insurance company would kind of pull their end here. This isn't something that my daughter can choose. So, and there's other kids. So.
Oh, by the way, we have 2 other kids to raise in the middle of all this excitement. If you can hear.
And an upset baby.
So the moral of the story, to get to the point, is we need your money. Just plain and simple. Let the salesman do the selling. We need your money because it seems like we need it. We thought it would be covered. Ayla, you've got to wait. You've got to wait.
I hear you.
You've got to wait. You need to wait.
Come here. Just be quiet.
Look at it.
You're fine. Just stop for a minute.
Please pardon us for this brief parenting interruption.
Just be quiet. Look. You want to say hi?
Hi.
That's better. All right.
It
now it's going to rain money because we've got a cute kid in our video. You too can support a child in need. Just support our GoFundMe. And if you'd like to give us a donation some other way, then just let us know. We'll figure it out. And we're so grateful and blessed for all you've all done so far. It really sucks to be in this kind of need, but it's also an opportunity to have some humility and say that we need some help.
If you guys have any references for other organizations that we should get connected with in our area,
or a way to get someone at the Lions Club to do something,
please help us.
We'd be grateful.
Yeah.
Thanks,
any
Ayla.
resources would be great. You can send me a message through my Facebook, or you can text me 717-495-0459. We appreciate it. Thank you.
What's my new cell phone number?
Ow. Ow.
I don't know.
My back.
We'll put it in
I don't even know it. It's saved in my phone.
I got a cut in my mouth.
Okay.
We love you all. And I guess this is our cue to end this video. Sorry it's so long, but there was a lot to cover.
Thank you for listening and thank you for your support. We love you.
Accident.